Man, what's going on, world, man? It's Fresh Fredaruskie, man. And I'm just coming up on here, man, you know, to talk my stuff, man. Hey, man, one of the things that I want to tell you, man, one of the things I want to tell you is this right here, man. I want to tell you this right here. Do not don't throw your life away for a quick decision. Sometimes your ego don't want to back down. But you can put yourself in a position, that you can't get out of. It will be real easy for you to get into, but it will be hard for you to get out of. So it's just like, so basically what I'm basically saying is man, sometimes, man, you got to put your pride to the side for the greater good of your situation, man. And sometimes the Father, you know, the Creator, sometimes he'll test you before he bless you. So it's just like, you know, basically all I'm basically saying when it's all said and done is this right here, man. Basically, man, you gotta make sure you think before you react. You gotta make sure you think before you react, because you can get yourself in a twist. You can get yourself in a twist that you wasn't necessarily trying to get yourself into. And then you will be wishing that you never did something like that. All you had to do is just think for 1 second real quick. But I'll get back at y'all though, you know. And most importantly, we all need somebody. And then everybody sit up here and try to act like they all tough. But in the truth, we all need somebody. So it's like, the best thing to do is to give the love that you want to receive. And we all tough and we all hard and we all can go crazy and lose our mind and harm some people if that's what we want to do. But we counting on the ones like you to help lift it up, because we in a new time now. We in a new time of love, peace, and joy, and abundance. It's a sin. It's a sin to not be in your abundance. Remember, they said we have to be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful. You see that? Not to struggle. We have to be fruitful, because if we don't be fruitful, then that's a sin. So most importantly, what we need to do is we need to remember that life is the gift. Life is the gift. It's not a gift, it is the gift. Because the simple fact that whenever our memories and whatever we're connected to close off, then we, you know, if we come back, then we're going to have to come back a different person. And it's just as simple as that. So like I was just telling you, yeah, life is the gift. Did you know if you don't put your gifts to use, that you might run out of time, and then the universe give your gift to somebody else, and then the whole time you'll see something that the universe gave you and you'll say like, hey man, I had that same idea. It's because if you don't do that, then you don't put your gifts to use, then the universe will give it to somebody else. And it's just as simple as that. If you don't use your blessings, then the universe will give it back to you. So you have to put action. First of all, they'll download the information they're gonna give you. You need to take notes of it, write it down, and you need to execute that information. And don't be afraid to build up your situation too. Because sometimes success don't come overnight. Sometimes you got to stick with it, and you got to believe in it when don't nobody else believe in it. And then, you know, hopefully it'll start to show. But I do know this doesn't come from being selfish. Being selfish isn't going to be able to do it. You got to think about somebody. You got to think about something that's bigger than yourself and be a part of something that's way bigger than yourself. And then you'll be able to thrive. Don't forget to want something out of life, man. Because a lot of people don't want stuff out of life. And don't forget to want something out of life, man. Want something out of life, grind hard and shine hard, man, and get what's yours, man. And remember, man, life is the gift, man. So don't forget that neither.